कनाडा में पहुंच गया था जी, सैंड्रा के पास आ गया था और कुछ दिन साथ में लगाने के बाद, डिटेल डिस्कशन करने के बाद, हमारी सिचुएशन कहाँ पे और हम क्या करने की सोच रहे हैं, क्या प्लानिंग थी और क्या किस आउटकम पे आए हैं, वो आज की वीडियो में हमने बेसिकली एक कॉन्वर्जेशन रिकॉर्ड करी थी अपनी आप लोगों को अपडेट देने के लिए। मैं आपके साथ डिटेल में शेयर करूँ। Anji, so it has been a couple of days since I came here. Obviously, I didn't want to record the tensed moment when we had just met and me meeting Jedu for the first time and everything, because there was still tension and lingering feelings and confusion and unpredictability and all the different feelings around we meeting after so long in I would say not a pleasant situation, but we spent some time together, and I asked Sandra if she would like to share something, so she has something she would like to tell, which I don't know, but let's hear directly from her.
No, not much. I just wanted to say that right now our priority is to make sure that we make the best possible decision for Jaden, keeping in mind the kind of life we want to create around him, right? We're not rushing into anything. It's complex and we want to make sure we move thoughtfully. We really appreciate the support that you guys have shown. At the same time, we hope you understand that it's a sensitive time for us. And we've decided not to share every detail of it because like in any relationship, there are ups and downs. And for us, I feel the down are somewhat being amplified by the complex logistic of our life and also the fact that it's partly happening publicly. So yeah, just wanted to thank you for your understanding as we take this one step at a time.
But as for the road forward and to what we have been doing, give a slight idea in the past couple of days is that we have spoken about, tried to pinpoint the issues that are big for us, try to note down the triggers that are big for us, maybe note down some points that we hold resentment for a long time about.
Yeah, I don't. And talking about how we see things forward also a lot.
Talking about
How we see things forward.
how we see things forward. Yeah, that is the most important thing. And I was coming to it. Basically, we have been trying to find a mechanism to resolve things that we haven't known to have failed before, because we have tried a lot before. We have had instances, disagreements, big fights before also, but we have been able to work it out, but the solutions were not more permanent. Now we are thinking of ways to do things in a way, and probably we'll seek some professional help as well in the coming days to see if we can get past our flashpoints, because there are a certain topic on which we have reduced patience or reduced acceptance or reduced willingness to listen. So those issues, sensitive matters, most important is future, Jedu being the top priority. So we will be working on some kind of a conflict resolution to see that it goes somewhere productive while taking slow steps to give it time, bring about some positive changes, and hope things go towards the betterment. I mean, at least we have a positive approach in the sense that we are willing to work on things, hoping they will get better, but also be practical enough at the same time that if they are not ending up as we expect, so we keep an open mind. Am I right?
Yeah. So basically, we want to be, working on the pain point of our relationship while at the same time, navigating the life challenge, being, our new role as a parent and the complex logistic about where we're gonna live and what are we gonna do.
Okay, so when I came here, I came under the pretext that I was just supposed to come to spend some time with Jedu, and that's it, and maybe take another couple of days of break, and then sit and start having a discussion about whether we can even coexist or not, because based on that a lot of pending decisions were to be taken. Because obviously Sandra was thinking, if we are not gonna be together, then I will get a small apartment here in Montreal, which is good enough for me and Jedu, and I will take up on my own individual career. And I was thinking, in that situation, how will we manage things? How my
in the longer run, I just really thought that we needed some room to breathe both while we work on whatever we have to work on, for the sake of they do also, right? We don't want to be just fighting all the time.
And we had some tough questions to answer to each other and to ourselves also, on how things will go in every scenario. I did not know what to hope for, what to expect for, but this distance of like 10-15 days gap that we had maybe made me also realize what I might potentially lose and how complicated things might become, and how something that is so precious, that has been cultivated over years, should not just be going down the drain, in the sense, even that also. But then Jedu has to be our first priority, and so I don't know, that is how I thought. And I thought, okay, we need to sit, and we know we have issues that feel like they cannot be resolved, but or the mindset is at a level where the other person is not willing to understand, or I cannot deal with this part of this person anymore, or I cannot do with this situation anymore, I cannot survive in the way things are going the way right now with this person, or how this person has been behaving in this situation when the other person doesn't have a choice. So there was a lot of pressing negativity also, but only one thing that was there was hope and willingness for things for us to be surviving and thriving later on after working. So we are taking some actions towards it, and one of which is going to be seeking professional help, in which we will be we are actually finding a proper marriage counselor from whom we can take consultancy, and also have a third person listen to us, because sometimes she wants to tell me something, but either I'm holding a resentment or I am too quick to not to listen, that discussion is, because it is sensitive to me, it becomes a flashpoint, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's about pattern. The brain is really quick to predicting whatever the other person is about to say, or like if in a dynamic of two people, right? Whenever you do something, if in the past it used to mean X, and now you don't mean X anymore, but my brain still predict that okay, he means that by doing this. So I still feel the same emotions. So those patterns needs to be deconstruct, and it's not something easy to do on your own. That's why therapy exists, I guess.
Yeah, so we will be doing some therapy sessions. We are trying to find someone here, and maybe this person will be able to, help us understand things from the other's perspective, and we will be more listening and probably would use some techniques to better things up in the future and also bring about
because
changes.
Our attention. Sorry, I
No, go ahead.
Yeah, because I don't think either yours or mine intention towards the other person are bad. I don't like. I want good for you, and you want good for me, and it's not necessarily misunderstanding. I think it's misunderstanding. I do something that for me doesn't mean anything bad, but with your own baggage, your own vision and perception of things, you get affected in a way that I'm not able to understand, and it creates that vicious circle. The same thing happened the other way around, right? If you do something that for you it's normal, but for
it's not
me,
offensive.
with my own background and things, I get affected in a way that you're not able to understand.
I can be disrespectful without knowing, or mean or rude or insulting also.
Like something for me, like if I can give like a small example.
Examples are good.
Like I think this morning, like I'm someone who takes time sometimes to reply to something because I'm a lot in my head. Like I will think about a lot before putting my thought together, and you're more quick, right? You're like, things needs to move, go, and you like to talk a lot. You like to keep the discussion engaged. Even you get energy from that. I don't like. For me, I need to like rest from too much talking, because it's just the way.
For me, it is like getting things done kind of.
For you need, and sometimes I need to tell you, okay, like I need a break. I need to go get my energy back because I feel I'm saturated right now, and you keep pushing for talking more, but that's another discussion. But that's not even the point. The point I was trying to bring. The point I was trying to bring is, what happened this morning or yesterday. We were talking about something, and you asked me a question, and I didn't reply to that question. I was still in my head, right? And then long time passed.
Long time. It was long. I would like to emphasize. It was long time.
You brought back that point, and I replied, and then we it kind of had a bit of a heating around that, because for you it's an insult. Like if someone doesn't reply right away,
it's not like right away. It's like about. It was a very sensitive topic.
For me, it is not. And in my head, I was, often I'm in my head. I'm still thinking.
And I'm not in her head, right? So I don't know what she's thinking was going on, because if I ask someone a sensitive question like my partner, it's like really, really dear to me, something that really, really impacts me, and then I get an absolute silence. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're waiting. So to me, I take it personally. I was like, are you trying to insult me or something? And this is a very small example of a small thing, and there are so many. Like, I'll tell you one more. Okay, do you know what I'm going to say? I have a habit of putting my finger in my nose.
Oh my God, are you really doing that? Why, please?
Yeah, it's a good example.
No, you cannot say that. What?
It is a good example in the sense that it is something happens involuntarily. Like when I'm deep in my thoughts, sometimes I will put my finger in my nose, and she finds it so irritating and so repulsive, and she's been telling me not to do it since years.
This is not a subject for fight. It's just something
It's
that
not fight. I'm telling
we're
how
not
it's not a fighting subject. How things are perceived differently. That's what I'm giving an example of. So she would make me wash my hands. Go and wash your hand and come back. Don't touch me. Okay, and it has been going since years, and keeps telling me, "You don't even make an effort. You don't even make an effort." So I keep telling her, "This is like a muscle memory. When I'm thinking about 50 different other things, when I'm stressed, this probably happens. It's like involuntary. Like, I shake my leg sometimes like this, and it is involuntary. I'm not doing this to insult you or irritate you." And the other day, when we were having this discussion about changing habits and being respectful to other people's boundaries and something, and I put it in my nose, and she had a big emotional response to it, saying that, "See, you are not," because she probably had an emotional burden from other things, that things are not working in a certain way that as per her would be ideal. So this response came on this thing, which is like literally not insulting or hurting her, but to her it is a statement of me not prioritizing things that in some way or the other matter to her. So this is also an example. I mean, very, very small little things. Our issues are way bigger and more complex than that, but just to give you an idea, because we're gonna tell about the complex issues, right?
I think it's mostly an accumulation of all those things together that make it seems like a big obstacle.
Yeah, because when you have some resentment or some issue that has been piling on for a bit, then your patience level or the level of willingness to accept something that you would be able to deal with on a normal day, this capacity diminishes, and then it pricks you faster and way more than it would had these resentments or other pressure or other issues or other problems not been there. So it's like things mixing up, multiplying with each other, and creating this flashpoint way more frequently, and it gets we traveling a lot, moving a lot, having the stress of that, and anxiety, and also indecisive, like no stable, like decisive. We have to make very quick decisions every time, so the predictability is not there. That also affects
the sense of security of being at one place. And
कुछ दिन हो गए थे जी सैंड्रा के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करते हुए, और मम्मी अकेली थी। अब तो मैं मम्मी के पास जा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मम्मी ने कहा था, भैया तू अपनी डिस्कशन तसल्ली से खुद करके आ जा, और मेरे को भी थोड़ा माई टाइम चाहिए। मैं भी अब अकेला अपना रहना चाहती हूँ, अपनी रेड लाइट थेरेपी करूंगी, अपने सीरियल देखूंगी, तो जरा तू हो के आ और डिस्कस कर, सब ठीक हो, उसके बाद फिर मेरे को बता के। और यहाँ पे जब ये ऐसे स्कूल बस आगे रुक जाया करे ना, ये वाली लाइट फ्लैश करके, तो रुकना होता है। अगर आप नोटिस करो, देखो सामने वाली गाड़ी भी जबकि उस तरफ है, क्रॉस नहीं करेगी, ना वो आगे आएगी, क्योंकि स्कूल की इससे बच्चे उतर रहे हैं। और इसके भी पीछे मेरे ख्याल से 9 या 12 मीटर लगाना होता है, और इसके भी राइट साइड पे ना एक स्टॉप साइन का ऐसे बाहर पट्टा निकल आता है लाल रंग का। बस में से मैं किसी स्टॉक फुटेज से दिखाऊंगा, अगर आपको दिखा सकूं। देखो पीछे लिखा भी हुआ है, मैक्सिमम फाइन $2000 अगर स्टॉप साइन खुलाओ और उस पे आप निकल जाओ तो। डू नॉट पास व्हेन रेड लाइट्स फ्लैशिंग। ये रेड लाइट की बात हो रही है। स्कूल के बच्चों के लिए बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट प्रायोरिटी होती है, और रोकते भी बीच में। आप देखो वहां से नहीं उतरना बच्चों ने, मगर फिर भी वहां से सामने से लोग आएंगे नहीं। नया नया बंदा आता है ना, उसको पता नहीं होता, अनजाने में कर सकता है। इसीलिए कहते हैं कि सिर्फ इतने ही रूल्स नहीं पढ़ने चाहिए कि पास हो जाए और लाइसेंस मिल जाए, पूरा ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि छोटे छोटे इन बारीकियों में जो है ना फंसने के ज्यादा चांस होते हैं, और बड़े तगड़े डीमेरिट पॉइंट होते हैं इसमें। 6 या 7 या 9 पता नहीं कितने एग्जैक्टली, वो मेरे को चेक करना पड़ेगा, मगर मेरे ख्याल से 15 डीमेरिट पॉइंट के बाद लाइसेंस जब्त हो जाता है, ऐसा भी कुछ होता है। मैं तो कॉस्को का ही एक बैग बना लाया था अपने लिए कि भाई 2-1 दिन के कपड़े हो जाए, कुछ काम निपटा लूंगा, मम्मी का सामान। और सनी यहाँ पे नजर तो रखता ही है, खैर पूरी कैमरा से उसको पता होता है कौन आ रहा है जा रहा है सारा। यहाँ भी कैमरा है, ये वाला भी कैमरा है। आई माता जी, क्या हाल है? ठीक है, ठीक लग रहे हो आप तो, हैं? आराम आराम हो रहा है, सही इतने से मम्मी कहती भैया अपने अभी जाओ आप मसले निपटाओ, मैं अपना यहाँ पे खाऊंगी पीऊंगी अपने हिसाब से, रेड लाइट थेरेपी, घर में रहूंगी है। ये लगा हुआ है कैमरा जिससे जो है नजर रहती है माता जी के ऊपर। ठीक है, बढ़िया। बाकी मम्मी की मैं वीडियो कॉल पे तो इनको पोते के दर्शन कराता रहता हूँ, बट अभी जो है हमने कहा थोड़ा स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलने दो काम, धीरे धीरे एक एक चीज करके बजाय। मम्मी भी मेरे को मिक्स्ड वो देती है, मैं कभी कहूँगी चलो ले चलूंगा आपको तो कहती है अभी नहीं अभी नहीं, अभी मेरे को यहाँ पे ज्यादा आराम आ रहा है। माई टाइम चाहिए आपको या और कोई वजह है कि नहीं अभी चल रहे?
नहीं बस ठीक है, मेरा रेस्ट हो रहा है। पीछे कितना महीना तो भागती रही
टेंशन भी रही।
रिलैक्स है।
हाँ ठीक है।